Okay, let's look at this question. Okay, number 6. They said find the limits when x approach to n, but from the left side. So make sure it's a recording. Okay, make sure it's recording. Okay, here is this one means what? For example, this is a lab number n, integer. N is an integer. This negative means from the left side approach. Oh no, my bad here. So that means this negative one means from the left side approach to the n. Okay, so you know this in this function we call this greatest integer function. So if it's from this side approach to n, the value will be what? n minus 1. Example, just like this one here. For example, this is a 2, this is a 1. But if x approach to n from 2 from the left side, that means just like a 1.9 some numbers. So if you have greatest integer 1.9 means what? Greatest means you're looking for a number greatest integer possible, but still less than 1.9. Cannot be equals negative. Cannot be equals to 1.9. If it equals 1.9, that's not an integer anymore. So it should be less than 1.9. The integer greatest possible still less than 1.9 will be 1. Okay? So that means if here is n, this value, if you go x approach n to the left side, this one will be n minus 1. So you have n minus 1 here. But this one, for this x approach to n from left side, eventually it's n. So this is n. So you have n minus, so this one will be n minus 1 equals n. You break down the parentheses. So you got n minus 1, and then this one go to here will be n minus n. This one go to here is n minus n. This one go to here plus 1. So you got the plus 1. So you got a what? 1. This is left limits, okay? So when you go to the right limits here, the right limits means what? We still have a number here, right? For example, still use this one here. If you go from the right side here, just this example first, okay? You go this side. This side, that means the number is like a 2.1 like that. But when you do greatest integer possible 2.1 means you're looking for an integer as big as possible, but still less than 2.1. Cannot be equal to 2.1. 2.1 is an integer, not an integer anymore. So we are looking for, when you see this symbol here, means they ask you to find out what's the greatest possible integer, but still less than 2.1, that will be what, 2. That means the number itself. So if you have, this is the n here, if you from the right side approach the n, when you approach the n here, so that means that so that means the n. Okay, let's look at it here. So let's continue from here. So if this one x approach the n from the right side, right? If you from the right side, like this one here, we just mentioned, if it's like a, for example, it's from the right side approach to 2. So for example, 2.1, the integer is 2. So if you approach to n from the right side, that one will be what? Just the n. And then this one, x approach n from the right side, is still the n. So when you get this one, will be 0. So we can see that from the A here, from the left side approach to n, this one equals to 1, the limits. From the right side approach to the n, the limits is 0. So if the left limits and the right limits not equal, so that means what? This one should not defined, not exist. Okay? So that's the reason. So we find out left limit equals to 1, the right limit equals 0. So this one is not defined here. Because the limits should be, if limits exist, should be what? The left limits and the right limits must be equal. Okay? So that's why we have to say this one not exist. Okay? So if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye-bye.